Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to the Nexus. It's been a few days. Sorry about that. Was out of town, but it's my birthday today, so I'm going to be streaming all day over on Twitch. By the time you see this, that'll be over, I think. So that announcement was kind of stupid. But welcome to a very long, a very boring, a very drawn-out look at the newest character to hit the PTR. It is Whitebeard. I don't get it. No. All right, we get our first priest coming into the Nexus today. I heard from Dunk Train that he thinks that she is extremely good. At least yesterday he did. First ban, first pick territory here, but he thinks that she is extremely complex. Now, I haven't seen any of it. I haven't looked at all. Chat saying it's the second priest. Tyranda's more of a hunter than she is a priest in this game, though. So, we're going to be taking our look at her. Now, if you're not interested in hearing my thoughts of the new character, if you're not interested in going into try mode and looking at every single talent she has to offer and trying to come up with a build, and if you're not interested in potentially all of this being a waste of time because I don't read correctly or pick the wrong talents and my build sucks, then you've been warned! Go see yourself out right now. I don't want to hear about it. Wow. Hello? Damn.
A trial. Tread lightly, acolyte.
Okay.
Oh, curious.
Okay. We'll start with the important stuff.
Light condemn you.
Hold on. I clipped one of her little cape things through my character. All right, let's try that one more time.
Your apostasy ends here.
Okay. Man, Whitebeard is weird.
Zealously.
He's weird. All right, what are our abilities? We have Desperate Plea. Costs 30 mana out of the 500 that we have at level 1. What is this little red area? What is this little red area? I don't understand. On our mana bar. We don't have any reserved or anything. We just got a little red dot. Anyway. Heal an allied hero for 151. And gain Desperation for 4 seconds. Increase Desperation's Plea mana cost by 60. This stacks up to 3 times. So every time we cast this, it takes more. Ah! Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. So it's showing you the mana cost of her current desperation stacks. I see.
Curious.
Wow. Okay. Out of mana. Gotta go back, team. Gotta go back. So I'm assuming this has something to do with her trait. Whitemane's healing abilities apply Zeal for 8 seconds. Allies with Zeal are healed for 100% of the damage Whitemane deals to heroes. So she's Dispriest. She's disciplined. Oh, okay. Our W ability is Inquisition. Channel on an enemy hero for up to 3 seconds, dealing 55 damage every 0.5 seconds and slowing them by 30%. That looks like this. Oh, that's cool. It's like, what is that called? Penance?
Choose a talent.
It's like penance. I think. I don't know, never played a priest. I just date one. Hey! Then our E ability, Searing Lash. After 0.5 seconds, smite enemies in a straight line for 89 damage. If the strike hits an enemy hero, a second strike will occur after a short delay. Okay, so it looks like the center is at your cursor, and then it kind of goes out further. Does this have a slow associated with it? No, so you would want to EW to apply the slow from this. Slow, 30% slow, keep them in that. Presumably. Just guessing. I don't quite understand how to use this yet. So, it's
Our desires
Oh, I
align.
didn't see the cast bar in the middle of the screen last time. So this is 1 stack. That's 2 stacks. Do they get healed for more based on our stacks? Hold on, let it go away. Oh, and the buff lasts longer than the
Inquisition.
debuff. Okay. Okay. All right. Can I cast it on myself? Oh, I can't. Good. It's a lot easier to see when there's an icon there. That makes a lot more sense. I'm not sure why the target dummy doesn't have an icon there, but it didn't.
The Inquisition.
She's a ranged auto attacker, by the way, just in case anyone was curious. We don't have another Deckard Cain on our hands here today. And at level 10, our heroic ability options are picking talents, picking talents, picking talents.
Choose a talent.
Scarlet Aegis. Bolster the spirits of nearby allied heroes, healing them for 370 and granting them 40 armor.
The Inquisition.
What's the range?
progresses.
Okay, short range. Okay.
Submit.
So you're in here in a trade. You just used your W ability. You just used your E ability. You don't got nothing. Well, here's 40 fucking armor, and it applies. It applies your fucking Q. It applies desperate bleed to people. Oh, okay. I understand why this is so mana intensive now. So if you're ahead of the curve, I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna have some talents in here to kind of smooth this out. But if you're ahead of healing, putting your trade up on one person and then putting it up on yourself still has half the duration on that first person. But if you're like way the fuck behind and you have to like spread your heals around quickly, then you're gonna be punished extremely hard in your mana cost department.
Blessings of
Wait,
the
did I miss something?
slain.
How do I get all my mana back there? Hello?
In death, be purified.
Oh, that must be a talent. Oh, okay. Okay.
Our desires
Okay.
align.
Our other heroic ability talent choice is Divine Reckoning. Consecrate an area. After 1 second, consecrate an area for 4 seconds, dealing 74 damage to every 0.5 seconds to enemies inside. So, what's the range? Oh, that's not bad. You actually have a pretty respectable cast range here. Look at that. So,
Reckoning has come.
I mean, all right. 100-second cooldown on that.
Our desires align.
60-second cooldown on Scarlet Aegis. Scarlet Aegis seems way better.
Submit.
Let's try it actually versus a single hero here, maybe. Yeah, Scarlet Aegis seems way better.
For the Scarlet Crusade.
Does your auto attack damage heal you as well? Oh, it does. So it doesn't have to be abilities. Man, she heals up quickly. She heals up fast.
That was rather entertaining.
Come.
2,209 health at level 10 seems, or level 11 seems a little low to me, doesn't it? What does Furion have? About the same. I can't click. Oh, I can't click on him. Yeah, we're on par with Furion. About 100 health behind.
Zealously.
The damage ult heals. That's true. That's true. But so does your other ult. That's the thing. Scarlet Aegis gives you your Q on everyone nearby.
Well done.
And gives them 40 armor.
If I must.
Well fought.
Oh, I guess one potential use here. Toggle cooldowns. One potential use is, did you just siege a building? The siege damage count? Does that...
Happy birthday, Pally dear. It's a happy birthday time of year. If I had a wish, then it would be A happy birthday for you from me. Happy birthday, Pally.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, let's look at talents.
Choose a talent.
Let's get this thing out of the way. There we go.
How I despise this
First
place.
impressions. That armor
Killing
ult, man,
spree.
it's really good. Really good. All right. She has 4 options at level
Put your
1.
Q on the healing dummy and ULT the others PLZ dad.
Oh, curious.
I'll do it once we get level 10. Okay. Martyrdom. Each stack of Desperation increases Desperate Please healing by 30%. Where was I getting that mana back from? Okay. Okay. Anyway, so the more Q stacks we have out,
One.
the more mana it costs, but the more healing we will do. If we pick Martyrdom.
Choose a talent.
Why am I getting my... That one was a cooldown. I got my mana back that time because of cooldown reduction, right?
Treating myself to some bit for my birthday. 40 years. Feels old man.
Let the flame
Have some
of
for
salvation
yours.
burn.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. Less
Okay.
than 3.
Furion, I'm gonna need you to stop giving me mana back so I can try to fucking grasp what the fuck is going on. If you could please change yourself to a Deckard. Wait, Deckard, give me mana back too. Come on! Leave me alone! Just be Garrosh.
How I despise this place.
Wait, can I heal minions? Oh, damn it. I just remember my game from the beta where I won because I used Lily's Jug of 1,000 fuck yous on a minion wave to push to the core. Okay, so not getting any mana back here until after Devotion goes
Blessings
away.
of the cleansing
So the red portion of your mana bar is still there. It's just letting you know that your next cast is going to completely fuck up your world.
The light
Okay.
has laid your sins
Understood.
bare.
Got it. That's a lot more clear now that I'm not getting mana back from Furion or some talent later on. Then we have Clemency. Activate to cast Inquisition on an allied hero, healing them for up to 594 health at level 10 over 3 seconds while channeling. Reduce Inquisition's cooldown by 3 seconds as well, passively. The cooldown reduction on that would take it down from a 14-second cast to cooldown to an 11-second cooldown, which means it could heal for quite a lot more. How does Garrosh just out-trade an Arthas? What?
Killing blow.
So, does this have a tether range, by the way? Oh, wow. So this isn't like Ariel, where you put your thing on this target, and then you have to stay close to that target. It's like, hey, he'll be okay. Yeah, he can deal with his own problems. We're not worried about that. Let me go fucking hit this shit over here. That's pretty good. So what does that look like? It gives us an activatable ability, and then we just channel it. And it gives him our Desperate Plea. It gives him that heal. I guess anything that heals gives this, right? Anything that heals? Yeah, anything that heals applies Zeal. That rhymes, and I like that. Alright. Our other talents at level 1, Righteous Flame. Searing Lash deals 50% more damage to enemies who are stunned, rooted, or silent. Wait. Searing Lash deals 50% more damage to enemies who are stunned, rooted, silenced, or slowed. So you can apply your own slow, which means you can deal 50% more damage. Baseline this, Don't auto-attack, please. Don't auto-attack, please. Garrosh? Okay. Fuck it. Get out of here. Ruining my test. At level 13. 273 damage. If we get the slow as well. There's... Okay, hold on. We got to do that differently. So, we want to do an E into this. Just let that cast all the way and then walk out. 891.2 damage with Righteous Flame. That goes up to...
Choose a talent.
Oh, meant for cooldowns.
Choose a talent.
That goes up to... 1,027. Hey! That's not bad. I'm sure there's some other talents that'll boost that up as well. Remember, the more damage you do, the more you heal. So getting more damage on her might actually be a pretty good idea. Pity of the Frail, our last choice at level 1. Allies below 50% receive 25% more healing from Zeal. That also seems strong. That also seems really good. It's just passive. And keeping allies that are low on health alive is a pretty good idea. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure which one I like the most. This will benefit your ults as well. Pity the Frail. Clemency seems fun. That seems good too, though. Ooh, hello. Speaking of comboing with your ults, Scarlet Ages, put your shit on your entire team, and then you heal for 30% per stack? No, you stack with Desperation. Excuse me. Not Zeal. Excuse me, got ahead of myself. I take it back. Didn't count. Fake news. Doesn't count. Okay. What do we have at level 4? Arthas, go away.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
I think I like Pity the Frail.
Choose a talent.
Stronger and stronger in the light. Oh,
Okay.
curious.
Unwavering Faith. Reduce Desperate Please mana cost by 30 upon reaching 3 stacks of Desperation. Gain a 370 shield for 5 seconds. Not too crazy about that. I don't think that's too great. Now this, though. High Inquisitor. Casting Inquisition instantly removes all stacks of Desperation and restores 60 mana per stack removed. This is how we were getting all of our mana back before.
Oh, I despise this place.
Vikings. Why not, right? Yeah, man. So you can only have 3 stacks of
Choose a
Desperation,
talent.
but
Zealously.
1 heal, 2 heal, 3 heal. Look how shit our mana is. Now our mana's not shit. Oh, and you can take the... Okay, I like this setup of talents right now. We're lowering our cooldown of Clemency, and let's say a target needs additional healing, right? You do all of these... Oh, shit, I fucked up. Toggle cooldowns.
That was rather entertaining.
Okay, got my mana back. Okay, let's say a target needs extra healing. Then you just self-cast this, and it does the same thing. Or healing or friendly cast this rather than enemy cast with Clemency. I like that. And it lowers the cooldown of your W ability, so you can get all of your mana back more often. I like that too. Okay. All right, that seems to be where my gut is taking me so far, but we'll see. We haven't looked at the other talents yet. We also have Indulgence. Searing Lash, first strike restores 10 mana per hero hit, and the second strike restores 30 mana per hero hit. That could also accomplish the same thing, I think. But that's going to be a lot more dependent of your enemy team's positioning, where this one is not. So I feel like this one may just be inherently better. I will say for the record that in the past it has been difficult to really gauge how good supports are in try mode like this. I probably should have said that at the start. Simply because mana consumption is usually how supports are balanced. Usually. And it's difficult to gauge what your actual mana consumption is going to be in a match when Arthas is just kind of walking back and forth in the lane, you know what I'm saying? Wait, can I...
Choose a talent.
You cannot heal yourself with Clemency, just for the record.
Zealously.
Just for the record. Can't self-cast that. Has to be another ally.
Done.
So I just wanted to say that. I probably should have said that at the start, but it can be a little bit difficult to gauge supports. Although she seems more offensive than any other support.
Mayhem.
So maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be okay. At level 7, we have Zealous Spirit. Upon reaching 2 stacks of Desperation, Whitemane gains Zeal. Upon reaching 2 stacks of desperation, Whitemane gains Zeal.
Blessings of the
So she
cleansing
gets
light.
her healing trait on her just for putting her Q on 2 other allies. So that means you get a pretty easy self-heal. Yeah, that seems good. That seems fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Fanatical Power! Activate to gain 50% spell power and lose 25 armor? Why? Why would you put Hunter's Mark on yourself? Why would you put Hunter's Mark on yourself?
Oh, curious.
50% spell power. Okay, I think this could be good if we were comboing our Righteous Flame. I don't think that makes any sense for our W build that we're kind of going right now. Oh, she has Cleanse. Activate to make an ally unstoppable for 1 second and gain 1 stack of Desperation. I like that the Cleanse is built into her kit mechanics. I really like that. Hey, chat. If you're here at the end, remind me to test this out. I don't think I'm necessarily feeling it at the moment. And the enemy team has a lot of CC. Is that just intercession? That may be, is that how you say that? That may be the best choice, obviously, if you want to get someone out of CC. We also have plenty of ways of restoring our mana from the Desperation. So I don't think that mechanic is really too much of a problem for us. Other than that, Zealous Spirit seems pretty solid too. I like them both.
Let the flame of salvation burn.
We'll go for the Cleanse. Because we're trying to be a good Hero League healer, you know what I'm saying? And then out of these two, like I said, Scarlet Aid. Oh. Okay. Okay. Fanatical Power with Divine Reckoning might be really fun. Hard to say right now. But that might be really fucking fun. Okay, Scarlet Aegis, because we want to be defensive. It's going to heal everybody nearby and give them 40 armor for 4 seconds. So if our team's in this team fight, oh, it's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good. All of a sudden, everyone's looking good. All of a sudden, everyone's fine. Pretty fucking busted, actually. That is amazing. That's really fucking good. Now, the downside to this is that it's a very close range. So you got to position aggressively for it. Maybe that will be a problem. But for me, I think that's where my head's at.
Choose a talent.
I think that's where my head is at. They get Zeal too. Yeah, anyone who you heal at ever with anything gets Zeal. So it's a good way of putting your trait on fucking everybody.
Choose a talent. Choose a
Okay,
talent.
level 13, Self-Righteous. Desperate Plea heals. Okay, don't read the shit description. Read the real description, Pally. You know how to do this. You're a professional. Casting Desperate Plea on an ally heals Whitebeard for 274. Does not grant Zeal. Desperate Plea on an ally heals Whitemane. Well, that's just all the time. You're just going to be casting that all the time, especially with this build where it removes the mana requirement. That's just sustained. That makes it easier to get in melee range for Scarlet Aegis. You hit the 3 in there. Harsh Discipline. Hitting a hero with Searing Lash while they are being targeted by Inquisition roots them for... Oh! Ooh. So we get a root for 1.5 seconds. What's the duration of Furian's root? Is it that long? Hold on, let's try this.
Choose a talent.
So you just give them the old EW, and then they're slowed after?
Killing blow.
How much damage does this do right now, I wonder?
Corruption all around.
Oh my goodness. That was AoE too. Don't get me wrong.
bear
This also has some, even though it's focused on our E ability, this does have some synergy with our W because we have to use both to root the target and
The Scarlet
remember, we're using our W to remove our mana cost requirement. So we're going to be using our W all the time anyway. So we might as well get some more CC out of it as well. I like that. That seems good. That seems real good. And then Guiding Light. Whenever Zeal is applied to allies other than Whitebeard, it grants them 20% movement speed for 2 seconds. When Zeal is applied to allies okay. So she can't apply it to herself. I think the wording's a little confusing. So can I not have it on me at all?
Choose a talent.
Does that go away? So here's 20%. Here's 20%. Here's mine. How long is the buff? For 2 seconds. Let's try again. 20, 20. No, they still have it active. It just doesn't last very long. It's also really fucking hard to see. Extremely hard to see. Because of the golden effect that the Zeal actually gives. Yeah, he still has his boost. So it doesn't break it if we cast it on ourselves.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a
Okay,
talent.
Scarlet Ages.
Choose a talent.
So I think at this tier, I like the root the most. But Self-Righteous seems really fucking good.
Pally, her cleanse has a shorter range than normal cleanse too. Just
Oh,
an
does it?
FYI.
I didn't even check the range. I just assumed it was the same. Thank you. Okay. Okay, let's put it this way. I think Harsh Discipline's really good. But when you think about the fact that you're rooting yourself in place with Inquisition quite often, and as a viewer just kindly told us, your cleanse is a shorter range, and you need to be in melee range for Scarlet Ages, let's go ahead and go with Self-Righteous. Because we want to get free heals all the time. So basically, we can heal everybody on our team.
Choose a talent.
Look, we just heal, get our mana back. And if we were missing any health there, we would have just given ourselves 750 health back. Which is pretty good considering we only have 3,000 HP. Okay, let's show that with some missing health, shall we? So, oh no, my team needs me! Not bad. And don't forget, you can just heal yourself too. Or zeal yourself. Okay, level 16, Radiance. Desperation heals allies with Zeal. Upon reaching 3 stacks of Desperation, all allies with Zeal are healed for 439. Once again, has perfect synergy with everything we're doing so far because we can remove the mana cost of the Desperation. That was with cooldowns on, so that wasn't quite accurate. We are going to be missing... We are going to be at a net negative for mana. And that wasn't accurate either because I spammed too much. 1, 2, 3. Right, so we end up missing like 60 mana. Something like that.
Blessings of the cleansing light.
But that seems good. And it's passive like Self-Righteous. So just by throwing out your Q, you're going to be healing passively. You're going to be healing more passively.
That was rather entertaining.
Her W can only be used on heroes.
Untouchables.
You can get also self-seal with LV7 talent to combo with your LV13 heal as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you don't need the cleanse. Like, cleanse is super fucking important. It depends on team comp, though. Okay, so the fact that I just tried to remove my mana on a wall and wasn't able to do it makes me think that this team cast Zeal is even more important. Or team cast the Clemency thing, the Inquisition, is even more important.
our desires align.
That was rather entertaining.
Yeah, that seems pretty solid. But then you're not dealing damage. Oh, that's so fucking interesting. If you cast this on your team, you're not dealing damage, so you're only healing the initial target to remove the mana cost. And you heal everyone by dealing damage, right? I don't know.
Suffer in the light.
That's kind of
Destroyed.
it's kind of a weird position to put yourself in. All right, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Then we have Shared Punishment. Upon casting Inquisition, Inquisition can chain to an additional enemy hero near its target, dealing damage. So it's like Tassadar's auto attack channel thing. Only way to test that is to put up another set of Vikings versus our team here. Where we end up this time? But that could be okay. I keep thinking that this is going to do a heal over time, and it's just not, is it?
Choose a talent.
Like, you have to do damage for this heal to matter. Basically just makes your Inquisition better. It's going to heal for more. It also slows, right? It slows both targets? It doesn't chain if they aren't close enough to each other at the initial cast. So they have to already be next to each other, and then you could do that. Which means if you go for the root here at level 13, you can now root 2 players instead of 1. Theoretically. That was with cooldowns off, by the way. Still has an 11-second cooldown. Okay, that's interesting. And then Lashing Out, Searing Lash. Second strike deals 25% more damage and reduces Searing Lash cooldown by 1. Wait, excuse me. Searing Lash's cooldown, it reduces Searing Lash's cooldown to 1 second if it hits a hero. Oh. Okay.
Choose a talent.
So there's definitely some E-builds in here that could be really fucking good. I think there's some really good ones in here. Level 20, we have Scarlet Crusade. Scarlet Aegis heals for 50% more and makes affected allies unstoppable for 1 second. Well, it's a whole fucking team cleanse. Yep, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good talent you got there. Seems fair and fucking balanced. Then we have Subjugation, which is a fun word to say. Inquisition reduces all... Inquisition reduces all damage the target deals by 75%. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. What the fuck? Keep in mind, this can chain to an additional target. That's fucking stupid. Purge the Wicked. Activate to blast an enemy hero with Holy Fire, reducing their armor by 25 and dealing 712 damage over 4 seconds. That's really fucking good as well. If you go... Wow! Her level 20 talents are fantastic. What's the upgrade for Judgment Day? Divine Reckoning deals 50% more damage and pulls enemies to the center the first time it hits them. That's pretty amazing too. I will say though, if you're going for a burst build, right?
Choose a talent.
So let's say we want 50% more damage here.
Stronger in the light.
I don't think we give a shit about the mana. I think we still go High Inquisitor. Fanatical Power, Divine Reckoning.
Choose a talent.
then the root,
Choose a talent.
and then reduce Searing Lash cooldown. So I think this is gonna be the like I want to fucking deal damage while I'm healing kind of build, right? Like max damage output.
Happy birthday, Pally. You're the BESTESETSTST and you enrich my life. Thanks for being cool.
Thank you, Renee. Love you. You could go for Judgment Day, right? You could. And pull everyone to the center?
Not for the center.
Wait, red to the center, not towards the center. Okay. So it's like S of Johan, but better. Because S of Johan was towards the center, not to the center. I still think Purge the Wicked is way better. Yeah, maybe not. Let's see.
If I must.
So we would want to hit 1 for Fanatical Power. They're not grouping.
Submit.
Group up.
Oh, curious.
Group up. Oh, I did the combo backwards. Oh, that's awkward.
Death to all.
It's not
tainted by the
WE, it's
scourge.
EW. Ew. I didn't even think about that until right now. Who the fuck combos EW? Kerrigan is WE? Stukov is WE? Gross.
Bear witness. Submit.
Get away from me, minions. Go back. Okay, let's try it again. Let's do the easy way, I guess. So this is like, your fucking ETC, he just went in. My E did not, oh my fucking god. Ugh. Oh my, okay, so you, not only would you want to have your Q out on as many people as possible for this, right? Oh, this is complicated. This is complicated. Okay, there's a lot of setup that goes into everything she does. So, for maximum damage, it's Zeal first. 1 R E after they get pulled in. I fucked it up again. I keep expecting the pull to happen faster. Keep in mind, these target dummies aren't going to fucking move, so... You know what? I wonder if I even bother casting the W if we get this much cooldown. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, 1 R E. It's pretty fucked. That is pretty fucked. 14,451 damage. What the fuck?
Glorious.
And you heal that to everyone? Yeah, so anyone that has Zeal on them. So let's try it again with a little bit more setup this time. Anyone who has Zeal on them, so let's say this guy and me. We just healed for 15,000 health.
Bear witness.
Was that on a single target? I mean, the whole point of the build is it's a wombo combo build, right? So we're testing like ETC mosh pits kinds of shit.
Let the flame of salvation burn.
Her damage is high. So let's try it single target, even though that's not the point at all. Still 4,500 health. Ugh, that's actually disgusting. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better than what I was actually thinking originally. That's kind of crazy. Try it on Bot Vala. I mean, Bot Vala doesn't have that much health. That's also assuming the target doesn't move out of the effect. So we're still counting on a stun to set this up, right? We're still counting on an apocalypse or a mosh pit or something like that. Even though they are pulled towards... They are pulled, excuse me, to the center. Anyone with mobility, I imagine, could just get right the fuck out of it. So maybe that's why it's balanced. I don't know. You're also nerfing your own armor by 25%, so you're going to take 25% more damage. I don't think that matters, though. That may not fucking matter when you have this much health. Jeez, Vikings. Good lord.
Slain.
How I despise
okay.
this place. The righteous fear nothing.
Hey. I turned you up! Go away! Okay. No, Amethyr, stop!
Hero of the storm.
I'm trying to test it! Okay, Zeal myself. I fucked up my combo again.
The light has spoken.
I need to E first, not W, so that could have been better. Here, we'll try again. That's so weird. Muscle memory is like screaming at me. Everything about this is wrong.
Killing blow.
Yep, fucking busted. She's fucking busted. God damn it! Why is everything in this game so good? Try it on a tank? Well, why would you ult a tank, though?
Blessings of the cleansing light.
Go away. Oh, ally hero? Fuck.
Repent.
Let's try it without the ult.
Make dark.
Your killing spree
Oh, I didn't zeal
has
myself.
ended.
God, jeez. There's a lot of APM required, honestly. There really is. For that to work, you basically have to hit the entire left side of your keyboard in one go.
Zealously.
So the reason we died there is because I didn't pre-buff myself with the Q before I dealt the damage, so I wasn't getting any incoming healing. Where is he? So, pre-buff.
Let the
Touche.
flame of salvation burn.
Alright, try again.
Well done.
That is with a 3-level advantage.
Choose a talent. Choose a
How I
talent.
despise this place.
I didn't realize we were that far
Choose a
ahead.
talent. Choose a talent.
Soon we shall have
Choose
our
a talent.
vengeance.
Choose a talent.
Isn't that the root?
Hey Pally,
Yeah.
less than
Choose
3.
a talent. Choose a talent.
Stronger and stronger in the light.
Okay.
Our desires align.
Okay. When you're on the same talent, when you're on the same level, that's not as bad. Let's try versus Avala again. No, let's try against a character people would actually fucking play. As bad as that sounds. Like, Vala fell out of the meta because she's too squishy. Like, so I feel like testing burst things on her doesn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe Greymane's a little out there too, but he's tankier, right? He's a tankier assassin. God, very tanky assassin. Jesus, Greymane. Like, he can't even contest. He can't even contest. Our health didn't move. Granted, these are like dumbass bots too. These are not playing at the. Is it Rainer? It's not. Shut the fuck up.
Slain.
They're not playing at the appropriate APM to move out of anything. Okay, reset cooldowns.
If I must.
Does he even have an ult? Okay, you went Hyperion. So, pre-buff.
That was rather entertaining.
Okay, don't quit, Pally. Don't quit. No. Don't leave. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. No, it'll be nerfed.
The gods favor me with your presence.
Leave the host, Heku. It'll be nerfed. It's okay. Yeah, that's not gonna hit the live servers. There's no way.
Has been deferred.
No way. So I initially thought I would enjoy the W build a lot more. It seems like this one's a little too strong. So the burst damage combo that we're going for today.
You shall pay
Yeah,
for
give me my
this
cooldowns back.
treachery.
I wonder if it's worth. All right, the burst damage combo we're going for today is Righteous Flame, High Inquisitor to remove the mana cost from your W. I feel like that's, or from your Q. I feel like that's really fucking strong. Then Fanatical Power, Divine Reckoning, Harsh Discipline, Lashing Out, and Judgment Day. Very, very high damage setup. But you're making yourself weaker by choosing to pick Fanatical Power and reducing your armor by 25 for 5 seconds. So if the enemy team has burst damage, effectively you have 25% less HP for 5 seconds. So is that worth? Time will tell. Seems very, very high. Seems very, very high. I think the safer build that I was gonna say I think it's better than this, but I honestly I don't think it's better than that.
Choose a talent.
You would obviously get the cleanse if you need it,
Choose
but
a
if you
talent.
don't, you go for that.
Choose a talent.
Heals self. Root. Do we want to combo with that?
We attack as
No, we don't want
one.
to combo with that. Self-righteous.
Choose a talent.
Radiance. And then maybe reduce enemy damage, so or activate to blast enemy. God, I didn't even think about that one.
Curious.
Fuck. Okay, subjugation for this one, so we reduce their
Stronger and
damage.
stronger.
You pre-buff yourself. You go in, and it's a shrink ray, guy. It's just a shrink ray. I mean, I can't beat Jimmy in this setup, but I think the amount of supporting you're doing for your team is significantly better than what we were just seeing.
Someone
You
will
have one
suffer
build
for
that's
that
so
insult.
insanely focused on
Let the
damage
flame
that
of
I think it falls
salvation
off
burn.
in means of actually keeping your allies alive. And then you have this build, which is focused on healing and damage mitigation, but all of a sudden, what we were able to do a moment ago, we can no longer pull off. Like we're gonna need bodyguards with us, which I don't think is a bad thing, by the way. I don't think that's a terrible thing. It's just something to keep in mind. There might be a happy medium in there somewhere, but these are the two builds that I gravitated towards. So we have Clemency, so you can use your activatable on an ally and just heal them up. You can spot heal them without having to deal damage. Because remember, kind of like Malfurion and PvE, if you're not fighting heroes, you can't really heal that much. The only thing you can do is press your Q and then hope that you have a hero to attack to remove that hefty-ass mana cost. Unless you have Clemency off cooldown, then you could Q a bunch of things and then use Clemency to get that mana back. So that's the reasoning behind it, right? It makes you more well-rounded. You're able to do more things as a support. Then that leads into High Inquisitor, again for the mana cost reduction. Zealous Spirit, upon reaching 2 stacks of Desperation, Whitemane also gains Zeal, so just healing up 2 allies means you also get free heals as well. which seems pretty easy, and it's just kind of there. You don't have to think about it. It's nice and simple. Scarlet Aegis for the fuck ton of armor that it gives. It's like a bro shield going off effectively, I think, except the shield isn't there. You get armor instead. You're effectively mitigating the same amount of damage, I would imagine, just in a significantly smaller area. Then Self-Righteous casting Desperate Plea on an ally heals Whitemane for 274. This kind of goes along with our level 7 talent, where you're healing yourself constantly and you don't really have to worry about managing that in any capacity. And you get a free Zeal from level 7 anyway, if you are casting your W on other allies. Keep in mind, this doesn't have a mana cost if you're able to use the abilities we've been talking about appropriately. Then Radiance, upon reaching 3 stacks of Desperation, all allies with Zeal are healed for 439. Once again, trying to make her more well-rounded as a healer. She doesn't have to PvE, or PvP, technically, in order to get a benefit from this, although, of course, it does make it easier. But once again, use that clemency to remove the mana cost, and you can do this all day. And then I went for Subjugation because it's a damaging Shrink Ray. Right? Shrink Ray. It seems good. This is also an AoE cleanse. That seems good. Purge the Wicked. That seems good if you're able to spread. So you have 3 allies next to you. You put Desperation on them. Right? Like Purge. Fuck. Okay. Let's try Purge the Wicked.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
She is something, man. Holy shit. So, let's say you have 3 allies nearby. You get a free Zeal on yourself just from putting Desperate Plea on them. You can then remove the mana cost of everything you just did with 1 tap of a key, and then heal your whole team for 600 damage with the press of a button on a 40-second cooldown. Kind of. Okay, it's not instantaneous damage. It's not instantaneous. So some people may not actually get that healing. Maybe that's not as good as I thought. Anyway, so that's where my head's at with Whitebeard. Seems really fucking strong. Like, when was the last time we saw a support that was this strong? Also, hold on. One more thing we can test.
Choose a talent.
Does the...
Choose a talent.
Oh, goodness. Does the ability power increase also improve our damage with that point-and-click nuke for 600 damage? Could we make that 1,000 damage? Forgot which talent I picked here.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
So this is the ability without any kind of amplification. Total damage, 822. Excuse me? Did I auto attack?
The Inquisition progresses.
It does more damage than it says it does. Oh, it reduces armor. Oh, okay. All right, so 822 with extra ability power. Oh my, I auto-attacked in there too, but... with the extra ability power... 1,200 fucking point-and-click damage. 1,200 point-and-click damage. You just said it, you're fucking Lunara over here. You're playing healing Lunara at level 20. So that means your single target damage. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ah.